Hey guys, how you doing? That's weird, I never start videos like that. Yeah, I guess it's alright. It's not a normal video. This is a vlog. We're not doing any gameplay video today just because I have been exhausted. It's really been quite an epic week for me. I've got a lot of stuff going on, and but I have been putting out a decent amount of VR content, which I hope you guys have been enjoying. I really like Faded. It's kind of awesome. Probably the best VR experience that I've had to date. If you haven't checked it out, I'm going to throw up a card up here so you guys can go check it out. Stop watching this video. Go watch it now. Or you know, you could just stay here and hang out with me for a little bit. There's a purpose to this vlog. The purpose is I was recently called out by YouTuber MykalMarie. You know who you are. You asked me to do a challenge, and I say challenge in kind of quotes because it's more like a friendly banter, I guess. But she did a series of questions on her channel that she was asked to do by somebody else. I think his name's Ahmed's Games. I think that's the guy who asked her to do it. Anyways, the questions are, you know, about you, about me, not you. I don't know why. What am I saying? The questions are about me, and I answer them. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna question. Shit! Words are not my thing tonight. At the end of the video, I am going to call out 4 people so they can also answer a series of questions. Hopefully those people will be cool with doing it, and if not, then you guys are no longer my friends. Bit dramatic, but I meant it. So question number 1, which I may or may not make a graphic for. I'm lazy! Question number 1 is, why did I start YouTube? And this is a question that actually has a really detailed answer. I've answered it before in actually a previous vlog on the channel, but for new viewers and people who've just never seen me before, I'll go ahead and answer it again. The reason why I started YouTube is actually because for a while I was doing a lot of powerlifting, well, not powerlifting, but I was lifting a lot of weight for me. I was doing a lot of stuff in the gym. I was losing a lot of weight. I was doing really well physical fitness wise, and then all of a sudden I got a headache, like a really bad headache, and it lasted 3 months. So by the end of 3 months, you can imagine somebody being completely drained and completely unmotivated to do anything. And in an effort to actually get my ass back into gear and do something besides be depressed and tired and mad at the headache, I decided to just go out on my birthday, which is May 14th, and I went out and bought equipment. I bought the camera that I'm using right now and the microphone, and over the course of time I got a better computer thanks to my brother, who really helped me out with that a lot. And then I also got a pop filter for the microphone and so on and so forth. I picked up this bad boy right here, which we do our VR content on, and it just snowballed from there. But it was something that I'd always wanted to do and never really had that oomph to do it. But when I put my mind to it, when I really went and said, you know what, if I don't do something now, I'm gonna lose my mind from this headache. So I pushed myself to do it, and I really persevered past the headache, and it was agonizing for so long. And you know, I ended up really falling in love with doing YouTube videos, making content and producing it and putting it out for you guys. It really is super satisfactory to hit that publish button and know that your video is potentially there for millions and millions of people. Maybe millions hasn't seen my videos yet, but hopefully one day we'll be able to change that. One of my motivations is definitely Jacksepticeye. He is, I love watching his content, so I always wanted to kind of follow in his footsteps with my own flavor, my own a variation of what Let's Plays can be. And that's another reason why I added the show What They Play, because it's a show where I interview developers of games and actors and voice actors and celebrities. I mean, I got to interview Jason Mayhem Miller. I sat down with him for 45 minutes and got to just chat it up with an MMA superstar. And that never would have happened had I not pushed myself through that barrier. But yeah, ultimately, the answer to this whole thing is the reason why I started YouTube. Because I had a headache. Question number 2. Where did my YouTube name come from? Well, my YouTube name basically came from Final Fantasy VII. The Mako is from Final Fantasy VII. Mako is the poison that, it's either, I can't remember, it's been so long since I played the game. Mako energy is what Cloud gets. He gets Mako poisoning because he gets overexposed. But I think Mako is the life blood of the planet, if I'm not mistaken. It's been so long since I've played it. Somebody correct me down in the comments. But Titan, just because I like Titan. The Titan sounds cool with the word Mako. I don't really know if that makes sense to anybody else but me, but Mako Titan is what it is. Funny story, when I started YouTube, I went and made my name, and then I went and searched it just to see, you know, what other results came up. And there's another Mako Titan. He has like 50 subscribers and he did some guitar stuff and he has like 4 videos. And my first goal of YouTube was to get my result above that other guy because he didn't make videos anymore. So I don't know, it was weird, but there was another Mako Titan out there. Question number 3, how long have I been Question number 3, how long have I been doing YouTube? Quick answer is May 14th of 2015. Like I said, I started doing it on my birthday. It was the whole headache thing, and I don't regret it. I love it. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me besides, you know, my kids, but that's to be expected. The next question is, what do I use to record with? Well, I use a Logitech C615 web camera, and it's not the best. It's really not, but it does the job. It's within my affordable budget, which is non-existent, so it does what I need it to do. It does malfunction a lot, though. There's if you ever watch some old videos of mine, the saturation levels go weird in a video sometimes. It's because it loses its tracking of the color, and I guess it's just because it's breaking in a way. But what I have to do is go into the settings and tinker with it and make it do what I want it to do. But that's not always easy. When you're doing a gameplay video, you can't always just jump out, jump in, jump out. So I sometimes just have to roll with it. As far as what I use to record audio with, I use a Blue Snowball microphone, which I love. It's so cool. I've made videos about what I used before. If you go on Amazon, go type in Blue Snowball mic. I suggest getting that, or if you want to go a little bit higher up, you can go with a Blue Yeti, which have a much better sound quality than the Blue Snowball. But as long as you have something that can adjust it, like Audacity or something free, and you can just filter it through and make it sound the way you want it to sound, you know, something cheap works. I also use XSplit Broadcaster for my recordings of the actual video. What I do is I tell it to record my webcam separately in the corner of the video, and then I tell XSplit Broadcaster to record the game, and then I just layer them together. A lot of people hate that. A lot of people do not like that because when you put everything layered together and record everything at once, then if you have a bad audio with the game, or if you have bad audio with the camera, you have screwed up the entire video because it's meshed together. I basically roll the dice every time I record a video, and the reason I do that though is because I record every single video that I have late at night, like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I have to get up at 7 o'clock to get my kids on the bus, blah blah blah, life, and I don't have time to match up all of the audio cues for everything when it comes to recording these things separately. I do what I can, the best that I can, and until this is a full-time job, damn it, I'm gonna keep doing it my way. Do I make my own thumbnails is the next question, and the answer is yes, I do. Some of them are very easy, some of them are very hard and detailed. Again, it's such a cop-out answer to say, but it all depends how much time I have and how desperate I am to get you to the video that I want you to see, because I get excited. I get really excited about the content because I never put out anything that I'm not really, really passionate about. It should be no secret that visual cues are first. Human beings need to see before they interact. So having a good thumbnail is really important because you draw people in, and then of course video or audio quality and video quality, those things come naturally next. Hopefully you have those in line as well, but the visual cue of a good thumbnail is always what draws people in first. And honestly, you know, I have my favorites and I have ones that I absolutely think are atrocious. I can't always have a good thumbnail. Sometimes there's just not enough content to work with, like with vlogs. Vlogs are the hardest thing for me to come up with a thumbnail for. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for this one. I might just make this the thumbnail. Or not. I don't know. The next question is, who did my intro and my outro? Who made those? Well, considering my intro is just me doing this, what I do is I take my finger and I go over here and I go, oh, what's up everybody, MykalMarie here, and hey, we're back! And that's what I say every single video. That is my intro. I do it. I made that. That's me. But my outro is actually a combination of an artist that I hired to do the graphic of me doing that. That is made by an artist that I hired to do that. And then all the other stuff though, like the banners that I have and all the other stuff you see, that's me. But the one thing that I did have to outsource for was the picture of me holding my fist up. So that's an artist who did that, who no longer can do work for me because they got hired by some big shot company and now they can't do independent contract work. So now I'm sad. But you know, good for him. There is another guy who did something for me. His name, man, I really got to get this talking thing down. There's another guy who did a piece of artwork for the channel. His name is Jaden. He made the intro for press start to select, or at least the graphic of me slamming my finger into the button on the Nintendo controller. So I'll throw that graphic up here so you guys can see it. He did an awesome job, and yeah, you should go check him out. I'll leave his Twitter down below so you can go check him out. But again, I always really just want to throw a thanks out to people who help out with the channel. I cannot talk tonight. And the final question that I've been presented with tonight is, do I think I'll ever quit YouTube? That is a weird question, because I think anything is possible under any circumstance. Now, do I want to quit YouTube? No, God, no. I love doing YouTube. I love making content. It is one of my most favorite things to do. I get off of work, I check on my kids, I get something to eat, and I rush down here and I record for hours and hours and hours, and it's so much fun. But there are circumstances in life that change the way things happen. If I were to get a job that is in video production, see, that's the thing. This has made me really passionate, more so than I ever thought possible, about making videos and being on this end of the camera and entertaining you guys. But if I got a job that was like full-time doing this in a way that wasn't with YouTube, I would only do it if I knew I could tell you guys and you guys could come with me and view the content wherever it would be. So yeah, there's scenarios where I would stop doing YouTube, but not in a sense that where I would be not in front of a camera for you guys, you know? So YouTube is just the platform. YouTube is just the thing that I upload the videos to. It means nothing, no offense YouTube, but it means nothing in the grand scheme of what I do here and how you guys enjoy it. You guys don't enjoy it any more or any less because it's on YouTube. It's just the thing you watch it on. If I developed a whole big audience on another platform, you guys would be the same cause and effect. So I think that there are scenarios that I would stop doing YouTube, but it would never be to abandon anybody who watches my content, because you guys are the reason I do this. And I love you. Freaking love you. Mwah. Mwah. I gotta go to bed. Well, that's it. Now I guess I have to name 4 YouTubers to do the question and answer video. So here we go. I'm gonna try to avoid naming the same people that MykalMarie named out, because that would be unfair. The first person that I'll call out is Marissa. She goes by ArcLadyLP on Twitter. The second call out is Married to Xbox, Craig and Emma. You guys, I know you're busy. I know you got a lot going on. You take a lot of time to produce your videos that you do. So if you can't get around to this right away, I understand. Just don't forget about it. Try to get it in there. The next person that I'm going to call out is the Pyramid, and Vincent, you are awesome, man. This guy does shoutouts for people, and he really puts a lot of effort into them, as far as like, you can tell he watches your content. You can tell that he's a genuine fan of the people that he shouts out, and I just want to get his name out there a little bit more and have him answer these questions, and you guys learn a little more about him as well. And the final person that I'm gonna call out is Lee's Final Word. You knew it was coming, man. This guy's another guy who just does awesome shout outs, and he really puts a lot of effort into his content. He just recently put up a bunch of Comic-Con videos. Go check him out. He's a really awesome guy. All links to everybody that I shouted out down below in the comments, so go do yourself a favor, check him out. And I think I said check him out like 8 times. If you've been shouted out, do the video, take your time. I'm also going to do a favor and link all the questions that I answered down below, so you just like copy and paste that for your own personal list, and you can read it off, and yeah, you know, just making things convenient. Real quick before we wrap this up, I want to say there's a couple more really awesome announcements coming out on the channel soon. One of them is there'll be a new series starting, and another announcement that I can't say yet because I'm not sure it's going to happen. I'm hoping to get something together, and this makes no sense because I'm being vague as hell. But yeah, there's something I'm trying to pull together in the very near future, and see if it happens, you'll know. If not, nothing. I didn't say anything. But it is the end of the video, and that means there's just one more thing left to say. You know the drill. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, become one of the Titans, and I'll see you guys in the next video.